Hey everyone, welcome back. We're diving into today's financial markets, and let me tell you, we got a lot to cover.
Yeah, a lot going on.
We're looking at everything from CNBC, NBC News, those big names, to some more in-depth earnings reports and, international trade, tariffs, all that fun stuff.
It's always fascinating, isn't it, how these things all connect?
Absolutely. Okay, so first off, tech. We got to talk tech, right? There's this whole DeepSeek thing making waves. Some folks think it'll, totally shake up the industry. But then you got Jim Cramer on CNBC saying, nah, don't sweat it. NVIDIA's going to be fine. What do you make of all that?
Well, NVIDIA, they're the ones making those GPUs, the graphics processing units. They're essential for all that AI stuff, high performance computing, all the cool tech.
Right.
So how they do, it kind of reflects how the whole tech sector's feeling, If Cramer's right and DeepSeek doesn't really hurt NVIDIA, that might mean the tech sector is actually stronger than some people are worried about.
That's a good point.
Oh, and there's another interesting thing. NVIDIA's CEO, he's meeting with President Trump this week. So,
oh, wow. Yeah.
Who knows what kind of regulatory changes could come out of that?
It's like watching a game of chess, all these pieces moving around.
Exactly.
Speaking of big moves, we got a ton of companies dropping earnings reports this week. Amazon, Alphabet, Eli Lilly, Palantir, and the big one, Apple.
Yeah, everyone's watching Apple. And you know what? They actually beat expectations. Even though iPhone revenue dipped a bit.
Really?
Yeah. Which means they're, doing a good job diversifying, not just relying on the iPhone. And that's, super important for any company's long-term health, right?
Absolutely.
If they can keep growing outside of iPhone sales, it shows they have a strong long-term strategy. Investors are definitely going to be paying attention to that.
This week is huge for figuring out where the markets are headed, especially for tech and, consumer goods too. Definitely something to keep an eye on. Okay, now for something completely different. While everyone's all over tech, there's this German bank, Commerzbank, quietly posting a 20% profit increase. And they're launching a share buyback program too.
That's interesting, isn't it? It kind of goes against the grain, right? While everyone's freaking out about tech, you got this European bank, a sector some people thought was done for, showing some serious strength.
Yeah, could this be a sign of things to come in global finance?
Maybe. It's definitely something to think about.
For sure. But let's zoom out for a sec. Inflation. It's at 2.8% right now,
right.
Which, is what a lot of people predicted.
Right.
But that puts a ton of pressure on the Federal Reserve to, figure out what to do next.
And to add to that pressure, we've got the White House confirming those tariffs on Canada, Mexico, and China. They're happening.
Oh, right.
And those tariffs, they're essentially taxes on imported goods, which means prices could go up for consumers, and that could push inflation even higher. So you got this combination of the tariffs, the Fed's big decision coming up. It creates a really unpredictable situation.
So much to keep track of. So big picture. Some companies are exceeding expectations. Some are dealing with a lot of uncertainty. And then you've got these massive economic forces, inflation and tariffs, just adding to the mix.
Exactly. And the question is, will the market reward companies like Apple and Commerzbank for being resilient, for weathering the storm? Or will all this uncertainty around tariffs and what the Fed's going to do, will that lead to more volatility?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah.
I guess we'll have to wait and see. The next few weeks are going to be crucial for a lot of sectors. Definitely keep those eyes peeled, folks. This is going to be interesting.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks for tuning in.
See you next time.